Hello everyone, Jonathan Schlack, EAS&Weather here with a severe weather update. We have a slight risk for severe weather today that covers parts of central and northeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. We have a margin risk for severe weather today that covers parts of north central and west central Minnesota, a lot of North Dakota, a lot of South Dakota, western half of Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, northeastern and northwestern Colorado, much of Wyoming, northern Utah, northern half of Utah, I should say, southeastern Idaho, and northeastern Nevada. We do have a 2% chance of an isolated tornado today that covers the eastern half of North Dakota, the very far extreme northeastern corner of South Dakota, and northwestern Minnesota. Going to the wind threat for today, we have a 15% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today that covers parts of central and northeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. We have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today that covers parts of north central and west central Minnesota, a lot of North Dakota, a lot of South Dakota, the western half of Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, northeastern and northwestern Colorado, a lot of Wyoming, the northern half of Utah, southeastern Idaho, and northeastern Nevada. Going to the hail threat for today, we have a 15% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger today that covers parts of central and northeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. We have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger today that covers parts of north central and west central Minnesota, a lot of North Dakota, a lot of South Dakota, western half of Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming, the far northwestern corner of Kansas, and northeastern Colorado. So, going to the summary for today, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible across portions of the northern plains vicinity, mainly this afternoon and evening. So, that's today. Going to the day 2 outlook now, we have a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow that covers central South Dakota and far south central edge of North Dakota. And we have a margin risk for severe weather tomorrow that covers the southeastern half of North Dakota, western and eastern South Dakota, a lot of Nebraska, the very far extreme northeastern corner of Colorado, parts of north central Kansas, the far northwestern corner of Missouri, western Iowa, most of Minnesota, and far northwestern Wisconsin. So, the tornado threat for tomorrow is less than 2% in all areas, so Storm Prediction Center does not have a tornado threat for tomorrow. Though you can't roll one out entirely, the Storm Prediction Center does not have an isolated tornado threat for tomorrow. Going to the wind threat for tomorrow, we have a 15% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow that covers parts of central South Dakota and the very far south central edge of North Dakota. We have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow that covers the southeastern half of North Dakota, western and eastern South Dakota, most of Nebraska, the very far extreme northeastern corner of Colorado, north central Kansas, far northwestern corner of Missouri, western Iowa, most of Minnesota, and far northwestern Wisconsin. So, now going to the hail threat for tomorrow, we have a 15% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger tomorrow that covers parts of central South Dakota and the very far extreme south central edge of North Dakota. And we have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger tomorrow that covers southeastern half of North Dakota, western and eastern South Dakota, most of Nebraska, the very far extreme northeastern corner of Colorado, north central Kansas, the far northwestern corner of Missouri, western Iowa, most of Minnesota, and far northwestern Wisconsin. So, now going to the summary for tomorrow. Scattered severe thunderstorms are expected across portions of the central northern plains on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So, that's all I got for today. Stay safe in the affected areas both today and tomorrow, and I will have another update tomorrow. Take care.